Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to continue our NFL predictions with the Kansas City Chiefs. And last year, people said the Chiefs were more lucky and good, and in the Super Bowl, it showed. There were a lot of games that the Chiefs had that came down to like the last minute or so, or perhaps overtime, and they went 15 and 2, which was the NFL's best record. And I know a lot of fans were saying the a lot of fans were saying, and myself included, that they were rigging games for the Chiefs. Some of it is believable. Some of it doesn't have a lot of other times it doesn't have a lot of weight to it. But the Chiefs went to the Super Bowl for the third year in a row, and while they had a chance to three-peat, they fell flat on their face in the game's biggest stage. And now looking at their last year's schedule, sure the Chiefs went 15 and 2, but if you dig a little deeper, a lot of their games were decided by one score or less, and especially after their bye week in week 6. And I bet we gonna count in one hand how many games Chiefs won by multiple scores. And looking at the schedule, I think it was like 4. And their only legit loss in the season was against the Buffalo Bills. And let's be real, no one's counting that Denver Bronco loss. Chiefs were resting starters. They possibly fixed the game so the Bengals couldn't get in. And yeah, it helped the Broncos get in the playoffs though. I'll give them that. And then in the playoffs, they beat the Houston Texans, beat the Bills under some very questionable calls, but their luck ran out when they got shellacked by the Philadelphia Eagles. In a game I think no one was happy with the outcome. So, with this let's hope the Chiefs repeat their success, or is it time for someone else in the AFC to reign supreme? Let's take a look. All right, Chiefs, let's take a look at your schedule. And we're going to start things off in Brazil against the Chargers. And I do think the Chargers, they want a piece of Kansas City this year. So I'm going to give the Chargers an opening day win over the Kansas City Chiefs. Then the next two games, I have them beating the Eagles and beating the Giants, as I've already done predictions for those two teams. In week 4 against the Ravens, this one's going to be very interesting because if you don't know, the Ravens was a toe drag swag away from winning that game. But for this one, I think the Ravens will get their revenge. I got them losing at home in Arrowhead, which just sounds crazy if you think about it. Week 5, they got the Jaguars on Monday night. It's a road game, road Monday nighter, but I do think the Chiefs will get it done here. And it takes us to week 6, Detroit Sunday night. That's going to be very interesting. And even though I don't think that highly of Detroit this year, I think Detroit gets it done on the road. So that's 2 Arrowhead losses at home. But the next 2 games, I'm going to go ahead and give them a win against the Raiders. And I'm going to go ahead and give them a win over the Washington Commanders. But this sets up another Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. If you don't know, Josh Allen can beat the ever living crap out of Patrick Mahomes in the regular season. But when playoff time comes, Josh Allen folds like a fiddle against Patrick Mahomes. And with the assist of ref ball, but we're not having that conversation now. And with this game being in Buffalo again, I'm kind of torn on this one. But I'm going to go get it, but something's telling me I'm going to take the Chiefs on the road. This might be like their road momentum game that they're going to have. And now after their bye week, they have the Denver Broncos. One team's coming off a mini bye, one team's coming off a bye. I'm going to go with the Broncos getting a win there. Now we got the Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to go ahead and give them a win there. And this takes us right into Thanksgiving Day with the Dallas Cowboys. I think the Chiefs are going to beat the ever-living crap out of them. And on Sunday nighter against the Texans, while I do think the Texans are going to have a good team, I don't think they're on the same level as Kansas City.